happy day 52 of our 90-day influencer live video challenge. Today, I'm going to deviate from the sideways presentation probably for a couple of days to talk about probably one of the most important topics to the success of your business, the long-term success of what it is that you're trying to create and grow in your business that I have learned in the last couple of years. Now, I've had a lot of success in my past businesses, especially offline and in corporate America and stuff. But had I known this, I think my success would have been 10-fold, 50-fold, 100-fold of what I could have accomplished in those businesses and in those careers had I known this whole theory of offer creation. And I want to credit Russell Brunson with actually being the first person I learned this concept from in terms of being able to really draw it out as a framework and understand the foundational pieces of creating an absolutely positively irresistible offer. And then Stephen Larson has expounded on that and dove way deeper on how to create this offer. Now, again, it's the same concept that Russell learned from a whole lot of other people and put together. And now Stephen has taken that even further. And I have taken that and made it kind of my own and how I apply it with my businesses and with my customers and with my clients. I want to teach that to you over the next couple of days. And it's kind of their thing, but my unique twist on it, because each of us bring our different perspective to things. And I like to think we make them a little bit better each and every step of the way as we present them. So what we're going to do starting today, and for today's assignment, today's action video, I want you to just brainstorm a massive list of anything and everything you could offer your perfect prospect to solve their problem or meet their need. And it's the same one that we've been dealing with through this whole 90-day challenge. Mine, for example, is to help women with chronic pain or chronic illness to generate an income, get an income coming into them so that they can sustain themselves, create the life that they want, not depend on anybody or anything else to get them the monetary resources that they need to get the treatments they need, to get the lifestyle that they need to, pay the rent, pay the bills, and then still be able to do some of the things that they want to create the life that they want. That's the biggest problem is I got these challenges, these physical challenges. How do I make money? And so I am brainstorming for my assignment today, and I haven't started it yet because I just came up with it today, but I have done this before. I've got several lists of, and not specifically for women with chronic pain, but several brainstormed lists because I do what I teach people to do of all of the challenges or all of the things that I could possibly create and offer for women business owners or for women with chronic pain. And I brainstormed those out a couple of times, but now I'm going to do it with respect to, for this challenge, women with chronic pain that need an income. So what are all of the possible things that I could create for them? Don't judge or throw out anything based on it's impossible. Don't think that something that you come up with is something that you don't filter it with anything. Like, don't filter it with your current skills and abilities. Don't filter it with thinking that you have to do it all yourself. Just think of what would be the thing that you could provide or that you could get or you could make happen for them that would be so irresistible that they can't say no. So brainstorm a list of all of those things, because from that list, we're going to, number one, pull out the things that are totally ridiculous and not doable. I mean, if you say you want to give them all $1 million, I mean, that's not really an option, right? Unless we get some money from Apple, like $1 trillion or a couple $billion, are we going to give all of the people that we want to help $1 million, right? But you could brainstorm that because that might fit with the things that would make your offer irresistible to other people. Or maybe we could give them a chance to win $1 million. I don't know. But brainstorm anything possible. Maybe you could give them a retreat in Fiji. Maybe you could have them come to your house and stay with you for a week and follow you around. Brainstorm absolutely everything that would help them solve their problem. And, what would they want? What would they need? Because we're going to pull 5 things from this. One will be our core offer. And you might already know what your product or service is. But that's the difference here. We're not just selling our product or service anymore. We are building a package that makes our product or service irresistible to our perfect prospects, but it also creates a barrier of protection around us that makes us impervious to competition. Competition becomes irrelevant because we're not now just selling socks or cups or pens like everybody else. We're selling a whole offer around, say, this pen or this cup. And that might be our core product or service, but we're also going to pull out a 3 things that address the robe. Remember, we just learned about the robe. We're going to do 3 things out of that list that address the robe issues. And another thing that is the exact thing that helps our perfect prospect get what they want, because often what we sell is not what the person wants, right? They want a result, but often we're not selling a result. We're trying to sell people what they need instead of what they want. So our brainstorm list is going to cover all the bases of creating an irresistible offer. So brainstorm your list today. I will brainstorm mine in my video for today, so you can see an example of some of the things I throw on my list. And again, they're not necessarily things that I can do by myself. I needed, for example, a team of people to help me do the women's summit. I did a women's summit on getting customers and handling customers. And there were, 30 interviews, and I did the summit myself, but I needed 30 other women to co-create with me to make that happen, to make that be a product or service that I could provide to my target audience, right? So don't think you have to do it all. Don't think you have to do it alone. Don't think that you have to have all the resources, and you don't think you have to know how it would be possible. Just brainstorm the possible list of absolutely everything, as crazy as they might sound. Okay, that's it. Brainstorm. And then tomorrow we'll dig into how you're going to pick your 5 things out of this, why you're going to pick them, and what you're going to pick them. And part of the reason I'm doing it tomorrow is I didn't have a chance to draw it out. It's one of these things that I think is much more powerful if you can see a visual of it. Or maybe I'll create a worksheet or a Google Doc or something, and I'll share my screen tomorrow and share that overview framework. But brainstorm that list. Get that list out there. Get, fantasize. Remember back to when, and if you had the same problem that you're solving for people, what would have you liked? What would have been your absolute fantasy dream list? Short of somebody with a magic wand tapping you on the head and magically making it disappear, what other possibilities are there? All right, that's it. Have a fantastic day. And I will, of course, be with you tomorrow. Bye. Have fun. Brainstorming is fun.